Okay. Okay. Hello, YouTubers. All right. All right, YouTubers. Hey everyone, my name is Helen DePoe. I am coming to you live from Discovery Tax Services. Um, to be absolutely honest, this is my first live video on this channel on YouTube. Today is me testing out everything because I am getting ready to start a channel here where I'll be coming here to share some information with you, give you some tax tips and stuff. I've been in the tax business for over 10 years. I've owned a practice for over 10 years. First couple of years, I worked for other company, and now I started my own practice about over 10 years ago. So this channel is actually overdue. I should have been here a long time ago, but that's okay. I'm here now. So, anyways, as we know, the tax season is coming up, and you are going to need to be prepared for this year tax season. And this is just an intro and a welcome, video for you all. As every Tuesday, I will be coming live to share some tax tips and some infos with you, where there'll be changes in the tax industry, laws, or different things like that. Just do's and don't based on my experiences, and also research and what I've observed and so forth. So, anyways, so getting ready for the tax season. Uh, the tax season actually going to start on the 24th of January. Okay, so I'm going to go over some brief info here with you. Requirement, deadline, documents, and so forth. I want everyone to be ready this year to go to do their taxes, to be prepared for the tax season, what you need to have. As I share and I say this. This is not the tax year. This is not a year that everyone needs to be rushing to the tax office with one piece of paper that they receive, as you are going to need more than just a W 2, especially for those of you that have children and have received the advance child tax credit, advance payment. Also, if you receive the stimulus check, okay, you need those documents. You will need the 6419 to file your taxes and stuff. So I'm going to go over some few forms here that you're going to need. Also, do be aware that the standard deductions and stuff also increased a little bit this year, about a couple of hundreds or so. So again, it has increased. That's even good, especially for those who are single. The standard deduction is a chunk of money that you don't have to pay on any taxes on. So that's great news for you. Okay. So bear with me. Let me share some slides here. All right. So, are you required to file? Am I required to file? One of the things that most of the things that sometimes people don't realize or question that they ask. Well, it depends. Okay, based on your income, your filing status, your age, and so forth. So it depends on what your situation is. Yes, you may be required to file. Did you work? Did you do? Are you self-employed? Did you have any gig or something? Especially a lot of people have gotten into driving, doing DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, all those different things. You if you receive any self-employment type of work you do, or a gig, or maybe contractor or whatever, and you receive over $600, you are required to file. So yes, you will be required to file your taxes. Now, Filing status, single filing status. These are the standard deduction this year. If you're single, you have 12,500. Um, if you're under 65, okay, that you don't have to pay any taxes on. And if you're over 65, it's 14,250 dollars that you do not have to pay taxes on. So that's great, right? Again, these numbers are for people that work, employees, people that are employed by an employer, by a company, and they are receiving W-2 for the tax that they receive check every year. I mean, every 2 weeks or however. So this is for you. This is not for the self-employment. Now, for self-employment, there's different top brackets that you fall under. There's different, deductions. You can actually file a whole, schedule C and deduct your expenses and different things like that. So stay tuned as I will be coming and giving you guys different tips based on different businesses and statuses and all that different stuff. Okay. Married filing joint. If you're married filing joint and under 65, again, that standard deduction this year is going to be $25,000. Um, if both spouses are under 65, 26,450 if one spouse is under 65 and one spouse is 65 or older. Okay. 27 for both spouses. If you both are 65 or older, you get 27,800 that you do not have to pay any taxes on. Okay. All right. So next, this continues to head of household being increased, being to now at 18,800 for head of household, 20,500 if you are 65 or older. Okay, 18,800 if you're under 65. Okay, and then qualifying widower, you are at give me 1 second. All right, 25,100 if under 65 and 26,450 if over age 65. Okay. All right. Next, filing timeline. Okay, the IRS started again accepting returns and processing them officially for everyone all across as coming January 24th. January 24th. That's when the IRS will start processing. Okay. Last day to file tax this year will be April 18th. Okay. That is it's always on the third Monday. So it'll be April 18th this year. Okay, apply for an extension if you won't be able to file on time. Okay, now applying for the extension does not mean that you're not required to pay your obligations on time. You still want to file an extension and pay your estimated taxes on time by April 15th, but you can file an extension and that would give you time to get your documents and stuff together, especially for my self-employed people. So that is that. Again, filing an extension does not excuse you from having penalties and all of that if you don't pay your taxes on time. So what happens in the estimated taxes, I say is better to pay over than paying under, because let's say for example, if you think you're going to owe 20,000, okay, and you make your estimated payment of 20,000, well, after filing your taxes and getting everything together, if you actually owe less than that, you get the difference back. But if you underpay, you will still pay, penalties and all of that. You will still have to pay the rest of the bills. Okay. Apply for an extension. Again, it does not exclude you from paying your estimated taxes. You still want to pay your estimated taxes. All right. Now, Gathering your documents. Okay, these are the documents that you are going to need. I could be sharing the screen right now, but since this is the first video that I'm making on YouTube and I'm still learning YouTube Studio and I don't have everything yet, so I'm not going to be sharing the slide, but I'm going to give you the information. And also do go on my Facebook page. You will see the information on there as well, as I went live there earlier. And this is the texting I'm doing again for YouTube. The next video, it will be streaming in all the places by the grace of God. So gather your documents. All right, tax document. You need W-2s. Okay, if you are employed, you need your W-2 from your employer. The W-2s are coming out right now. Some employers are paperless. They have it available online. So check with your HR, your human resource, or your supervisor, and ask them, and see if it's ready to be um, to be printed, so you can actually print them out. Okay. We also have a way we can download it for you in our office. Again, um, we are virtual. You can literally use our service wherever and anywhere you are. We are virtual, we are mobile. We also provide in person, in office, by appointments, all of that. So just reach out to us, discoverytaxservices.com. Oh no, go to discoverytaxservice.com. The website does not have the S at the end. Okay. All right. So 1099, you're going to need if you work or you're a self-contractor. There are people that do have a full-time job and have a side gig. A second stream of income where they are doing and working, doing things and earning income for themselves. Again, if you're a self-contractor, you're self-employed, uh, doing things like Ubering on your spare time, Lyft on your spare time, DoorDash on your spare time, you are going to receive a 1099. Your 1099 would be NEC, 1099 MISC. Those you would need to file your taxes. Okay, do not leave any income out, you guys. If you work in multiple places, chances are everyone who pays you is going to report that income. Why? Because they too are trying to minimize or reduce their tax liabilities. So they will report it to the IRS. So don't disregard something and think you don't need it or you think it's not enough. Every little penny that you make and receive paper for, you need to put them on your taxes. Otherwise, you're going to end up being audited. The IRS is going to recalculate and send you a bill after you have filed your taxes. I've seen that happen many, many times with a lot of people, and you don't want that to be your case. Okay. All right. You need the letter from the IRS that the IRS has started sending out already. Some of you should have received it already. Is that form 6419? That is for the child tax credit advance payment that you receive. Very, very important. Now, a lot of people qualify for this credit, for this advance payment from 2020, from the 2020 tax time. Well, come in 2021, maybe you worked more than you ever did before. I actually have people that are reaching out and saying, "Oh, I make this much money." Again, I've been in the business for over 10 years. These are clients that I have worked with over the years. I know how much they normally make every year, but this year, some of them have made more. Why? Because jobs are available. People, employer can't find people to work, so those who want to work are working. And so if you want to work and you're working, great, for you, congratulations to you. But if you receive the advance payment, chances are you probably going to end up paying some of that back, because now you will probably be making less, because the more your income is, the higher your taxes are. And if you receive the advance, which is the credit that's supposed to help reduce your tax liability, chances are you might be paying that back. Okay. And that is a whole new, another whole video I have to do by itself on that, to go into more details. But if you want more details and have more questions about this, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to chat with you on that. you're going to need a 1099. If you trade, if you are a trader, you do crypto stocks, whatever, and you are trading throughout a year, day trading, or however often you do the trading, don't just rush to go do your taxes. Make sure that you have received all of your tax documents wherever you register, those system that you register in to do trading. I'm sure at the end of the year they have a way that you can log in and print out your tax or download your tax documents so that you'll be able to file your taxes. Every document, anything that you receive that have IRS on there that have something to do with taxes, please don't disregard them. Take them to your tax preparer, take them to your CPA, wherever, so that you're not leaving anything out that going to cause them to ding you later or to audit you because they received something else and you reported something else. Okay. All right. And then you're going to need the 1095A Marketplace Health Insurance document. Now, this right here for the past 2 years has caused a lot of people to be delayed, to income or refund to be delayed because people think they can file their taxes without the 1095A. You cannot file your taxes without this form if you receive health care, health insurance from the marketplace. You have to have the 1095A filed with your taxes, not the 1095, not the C, not the B, but the A is very important, as the IRS will hold your taxes and give you instructions on how you can get this form and add it to your taxes before they even process it. Okay, is that important? Okay, 1099G. 1099G, this is the unemployment form. You are going to need your 1099G if you receive any form of unemployment this year. Now, there was something attracted last year on the 2020 taxes where you received the unemployment. About 10,200, I think 50 of it or so was deducted. It was excused for you. They say you don't have to pay taxes on. But if you receive anything above that, the difference you would pay taxes on. Unfortunately, 2021 taxes does not have this benefit this year for you. So any unemployment taxes, unemployment benefit you receive, even if it's under 10,000, if it's under 5,000, you still need to report it on your taxes, because you're going to pay taxes on it. Even if it was excused, you still need to report it. The government going to determine whether they're going to pay taxes, you pay taxes on it or not. Just don't leave anything out. Okay. Also, unemployment. Not unemployment, but Social Security benefit. A lot of people are receiving Social Security benefit and thinking they don't have to pay taxes on it. Well, if you're receiving Social Security benefit and also are unemployed, also working, chances are if they overpay you, whatever the amount that you are going to pay taxes on it. So you do not want to leave your Social Security benefit document out. That 1099 that you receive, you need to take that to your tax preparer. Let them put it in. If it's tax free, it's not going to be taxed, but do not leave it out. Okay. Stimulus check. If you received a stimulus check, please, 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 please report the exact amount that you receive, because a lot of people thought they can exaggerate the amount. They can say, oh, I didn't receive it. And they then take the credit because, of course, if you don't receive it, they're going to add it to your taxes and it looks like you're getting all this money back and that looks attractive. That looks amazing, right? Well, unfortunately, if you take it and you report a less amount or not report it at all and think you didn't get it, the IRS, that's one thing I know for the years I've been dealing with them. They don't leave no pennies out. From what I know and understand about the government, they do not leave not a penny out. So if you say you didn't receive that money, they're going to go back in the database. They're going to search and see that they paid you. And if you didn't receive the money, now they have to go and open an investigations to find out what happened, where did the money go, and all of that. And all of this going to delay you. There are a lot of people that haven't gotten paid since last year tax season to this year tax season, and probably won't get paid for another God knows how long. So all these things add up. You do not want to exaggerate. If you receive a chunk of money in your bank account and then you know, and maybe you forgot that the IRS is supposed to be paying you this stimulus check or the advance or whatever, and you can't remember, go back and do some research. Go to your banker, let them search and see where that money comes from, and report the right amount. Otherwise, you're going to end up delaying your taxes or being audited, and it takes longer. And you don't want to go through that process. Unfortunately, that process is beyond your tax preparer, is beyond your CPA, whoever you went to. There's nothing we can do if you didn't report the right income to us and we didn't file it the proper way because you were leaving things out. Okay. Small businesses. Organize your income and your expenses. The most thing you need to have to take it to your CPA or your tax preparer is you need a detailed summary of your earnings, detailed summary of your expenses to take it to them. We do not need all of your receipts and all the little detailed document, everything. No. You need to have a place, a database where you store everything, your receipts, all of that in one place, so that if you file your taxes, if error happen or anything happen or you get audit, which is very random, audit is random, it can happen to anyone, even if you have everything together. But the worst thing that can happen is being audited and not having everything together that you should, not having to know where your receipts are, how to find them. None of that is a pain in the bunion. Okay, so do keep track of all of your documents and make sure you have everything together when you file. When you don't file everything together from the beginning and you leave something out, again, any company that you work for or that pays you, they want to deduct, they want to minimize or reduce their tax liability as much as possible. This is why if they pay you anything, even a dollar, 50 cents, $100, however the amount, they're going to report it as well. So if the IRS receive this reporting and then you file your taxes and it's not on your taxes, then they want to know what happened. Where is it? And then you get audits. Now your taxes is instead of machine going through and doing the calculation, now you're putting a different file. Now you have to either amend if you don't agree with their calculation, and then you got to go through a more thorough review. And if this happens to you and you don't remember where you kept everything, then it's a problem for you. So that's why you don't want to just rush and want to take your time and wait and get all of your documents together. And at the same time, if you know you're not going to file on time, go ahead and file an extensions. And if you think you're going to owe some money, or you know that every year you pay back, then pay make your estimated payment. Okay, and then take your time and gather everything together and get your taxes filed the right way, so that you don't be going through the back and forth. The IRS, first of all, they're understaffed during this entire pandemic. They're understaffed because there are people that working, people that have family that work with the IRS. They have young children, and because of the pandemic, some people are working now from home because they have to take care of loved ones, sick child, whatever the case may be. So as a result, they're understaffed. And so many times you try to reach them, you can't reach them because they're understaffed. And definitely they are still backed up, still trying to process even taxes from last year. Okay. And still trying to investigate what happened to those who claims that they didn't get their stimulus checks and all of that. And then on top of that, this year, they are going to be doing more verification, especially for those that receive the advance payment. Okay, so all of this takes time. Is a lot of work for them to do, and they're understaffed while doing it. So why would you not want to file your taxes and your stuff and get everything correct and send it to them? Now you get audits, and now you're going to be delayed and delayed and delayed and all of that. It might take some people a year, 2 years before they even get their tax return. It's not pretty, but that's just the hard truth. So that's why you need to get everything together and file it so that you don't have to go through all the headaches and all of that. I don't know about you, but I don't have much time to be stopping my operations to be looking for documents and this and that and send it through. Okay. So anyway, that is that. If y'all have any questions, need help, again, I do both personal and business taxes. We do that here. Again, our staff been here. We've been in the business for over 10 years. We are mom and pop family owned. That means you will get that personal attention. That means you can reach us by a phone call, by email, however, we're here to help and we will be available to you. And we are available to our people throughout the year. Okay. So that is that. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, share it, because I will be giving more information on here every Tuesday. There may be days that I just might do a pop-up live or whatever because of, to provide information or whatever, but we'll try our best to dedicate Tuesday. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. is when we'll try to come on and give you some more tips. We do have a Facebook group in there. We encourage people to follow and post your questions or anything that you have concern about in there, and we'll do our best we can to help. Okay. That is it for now. Let's not make this too long. So, anybody, y'all able to have us type in any questions? Um, at this point, I will take any. I'll pause and take any questions that anybody may have. Don't look like I have a whole lot of audience right now because it's a new channel, which is fine. But please share it and invite others to come and join and follow. Okay. All right. So if there is no question from anyone out there, I will go ahead and end this screen. All right. Thank you. Thank you. We look forward to serving you all this year. Again, find us on our website on discoverytaxservice.com. We are also on Facebook. We are on Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, wherever. Find us, schedule. We are virtual. Again, we have a we have mobile app. We have client portal. So we make it simple and easy and convenient for you to find from wherever you are in the comfort of your own home, so you do not have to get out there and be in anyone's face. None of that. We can do it virtually on Zoom or live, however you want it. Again, in the safety of your own home. All right. Thank you. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.